Welcome to the Rookie Lap. We are still in Kansas, Dorothy. This is where Superman grew up, in Kansas. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that Superman grew up in Kansas?
I did know that.
Canonically. But where? Tell me in the comments.
Springfield?
If you know. No. That's The Simpsons.
Huh?
That's where I live, in Springfield.
Springfield?
I know I don't.
Springfield?
Don't come to Springfield. There's too many people here already.
It's okay. There's only
Well,
like
there's generic
15
Springfield
Springfields
everywhere
in the
else.
country.
Good point. I don't represent my state very well. Well, I am a Falcons fan. So.
If you've gotten to this point, right here, 30 seconds in, please comment.
Yeah, tell me where Superman's from.
Please.
What's
Stop
the name
right
of the town
now
he grew up in?
And comment right now, please.
It's in Kansas.
Please
But
comment. Please. Can y'all ask him to?
I just told him I want him to tell me where
Right,
Superman's
tell him
from.
to comment.
If you don't
Yeah,
comment about the
please
race,
comment.
tell me where
We
Superman's
need comments. We literally are not getting any
from.
comments.
It's the name of the
please.
town.
Leave a comment. Anyway.
Send your comments, leave your comments. Don't be afraid to comment.
Or do.
We value all comments here.
Not yours.
I don't know about all of them. If you're a Kyle Busch fan, I might look at you funny. But if you're
Anyway,
a Ty Gibbs fan. If you're a Ty Gibbs fan, I really look at you funny.
let's get into
Does he
the
have
race.
a fan club, you reckon?
If Chase Elliott has fans, I'm sure Ty Gibbs has some out
Yeah,
there.
there's got to
somewhere.
be some out there somewhere.
He does. There's a 54 page on X.
All right, check that out
Oh,
one day.
Lordy.
Anyways,
All right, so we were in Kansas, and what happened? What were you talking about? We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy?
Yeah, because a tornado pit the track
Yeah,
up last
the
week and flew it all the way to...
Well, the tornado didn't hit until like what, the last corner of the next to last lap. I mean, everything was kind of calling peaceful till then. Oh my God!
There was no hurricane. There was a tornado.
Yeah, the hurricane.
He didn't hurricane too much today.
He had a good day until
Yeah, but it
he
wasn't.
didn't
until he got Blaney's pick.
until what some people call race manipulation.
Or that.
We won't go there. Or we might. All right, Austin.
Go ahead.
Lead us off here. Go ahead. Let's kick
There's
this
a lot
thing
to
off.
talk about. What's your...
For a race
I mean,
that
I was
went green and clean for a long time, there is a lot to talk about.
gonna say you're talking about Superman being from Kansas and Superman returned to victory today. Apparently, didn't he
good
drive the Superman car?
He did last year, yes.
Yeah,
That was the only
so-
race I actually wanted to see him. It was,
Superman still Supermaning, I guess.
I
5
don't know if I call him
wins
Superman.
in 9 races. I'm sure that's been done before.
Probably like Jimmy Johnson or
I
somebody.
think Bill Elliott won 4 of the first 5 back in 1 year, so he just didn't win the first one. Anyway, yeah, so
Unreal.
Yeah, but doesn't it seem a little too unreal?
You got a lot of
I mean, Superman.
you got a lot of the tinfoil hat people going.
Superman is a fictional
no.
character after all, and this seems kind of get a little fictional. You know what I'm saying? A little bit out there.
Did you get? I know the race hadn't been over long, but did you get to read a lot of the comments? There was a whole lot of that. Nitrous, traction control, anywhere from 50 to 200 extra horsepower. What was the one I read to you about the lawsuit? The lawsuit horsepower or
Yeah.
lawsuit traction control.
yeah, I saw a comment. Somebody said that Kyle Busch and RCR just need to sue NASCAR
Oh boy.
and fix all their
Hey,
problems.
that might be a thought.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Kyle Busch needs a gold watch, I think, at this point. Go ahead and find something else to do.
Yeah.
This ain't working out for him.
Well, I'm sure we'll get into those comments later.
Yeah.
But all
Kick
right.
us off there, buddy.
So, I asked this question after the 4th win, I believe, but I'm going to ask it again because now we're at 5. Do you believe they're cheating? Yes or no? Connor?
I did the last race. This one he was up front most of the day, and I will give it to him. But when you run out of gas on that last lap, right, and you're having those problems, and you're getting raced hard, you're bumping and mudging, and you still man it. Like you couldn't see it on the TV, obviously, but even Frank was looking at it later. When he got around those Toyotas to get up to Larson on that last lap, I mean, it honest to God looked like somebody just flipped the switch, and that speed came just from nowhere. It did not look natural to me for these these cars, especially the way they've been all day, where you cannot pass anybody and really get a run on somebody, and for him to come as far back as he did, it looks fishy. I cannot lie.
Well, my counter argument is going to be that I just read where Larson said himself that he thought he had it won, and then he got really, really tight in the corner.
Which that's a problem too, and I maintain, which I'm sure if we talk about Larson later, I'll get into it, but I do think that the Chevrolet cars are still some to blame when they get out there. If they don't get a good, decent run off the bat, it doesn't hold. It never does. For him, for Chase, for anybody.
Toyota's got them covered.
Toyota,
bad.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, depending on who you're fan
I say unfortunately. I drive a Chevy and a Ford. Both of mine are freaking sucking right now.
All right, Frankel, do you think they're cheating? Yes or no?
Do I think they're cheating? If they could get away with it, yeah. I don't know how you can get away with it in NASCAR anymore, honestly.
Yeah.
I give them props.
But honest to goodness, Toyota has just flat out got them covered right now. It's not even close.
No.
And I can remember years in the past where if it was Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, whoever got too far ahead, they would usually try to even the field up a little bit.
That's what I was thinking earlier.
Nothing's been done to this point. Will it happen? I doubt it.
I wondered if we're getting to the point where, I don't know who it would be, maybe Jim France or somebody might call him in and tell Tyler that it's time to start backing down a little bit.
It wasn't just Tyler today. The Toyota as a whole just was.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
Well, Denny
who'd you
was
have
going
up there?
down.
Larson and
Yeah.
occasionally Hocevar.
Yeah.
I mean, your top five at the end of the day ended up being all Toyotas except for one Chevrolet, which was Larson. I mean,
He was
all
driving
over.
his butt off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's arguably his best track.
Yeah.
Along with Bristol and.
But I mean, I understand they got a new car and they're working out the bugs and all, but you know, these teams are so advanced now that with technology the way it is, it shouldn't take that long to make a car do exactly what you want it to.
You wouldn't think.
You got engineers out the butt at all these teams. You got every resource that you want. I mean, things should be figured out almost immediately.
That's true. My counter argument to that one is Todd Gordon, who's now an analyst, but he was Joey's crew chief for his championships, and he was around Penske a long time. He said that when Ford brought out their new dark horse, it took them until race 13 to get a win. Figuring out.
Yeah, and that's where it could be there, but it's not looking good for them right now. I mean,
No,
either
it's
straightaway
not.
speed, corner speed, getting in. Some of them try to drive in real hard, but then it just don't pay off. I mean, there's nothing there for them, And I know that certainly that Hendricks, if nobody else, has got some of the best engineers out there. And it's not just them. Some of the other Chevrolet teams are double barrel sucking. I mean, they're just horrible. We talked about it earlier with Trackhouse, Childress, which Childress had one car that did good today, but still, I'm sure he's in there up on the wheel as hard as he can be too.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't know. You're not going to have complete parity between manufacturer and manufacturer, but at some point, it's almost not a good look for the sport when one team is that dominant, or not one team, but one manufacturer.
No, I saw a bunch of comments of people saying that they quit watching this first race they watched in a month, and they're going to go and quit watching again, and people would say they watched for the last 40 years and they're done.
Yeah, they're not diehard fans. I mean, but whatever.
Right.
You can't make people watch, and they want to see what they want to see on it. I like to see Chevrolet make a turnaround, and of course I'd like to see Ford.
Yeah.
You know, Ford's really had one good driver all year and 3 or 4 that did okay.
Yeah.
That's been about it. And the one good driver that Ford had all year, I think he was in the 20s today, wasn't he?
24th.
Yeah, his day went right to crash. Well, they had one teammate that did good, but
Yeah.
Logano didn't do good. Yeah, the one you would least expect, honestly, did the best. I don't know where he wound up finishing, but it was running around. Cindric was around
10th, I
10th for a
think.
long time.
Cindric.
I think he got to it.
Yeah,
No,
that's
Buescher
about.
got 10. Cindric got 12.
Okay, well, that's kind of close to where he was all day, 8th, 10th, 12th, somewhere in there.
I think he's continuing. I mean, we talked about him 2 or 3 races ago how he done stringed along a few top 10s. He's becoming,
He's developed.
Yeah.
Blaney always has speed.
Which,
yeah.
They can always find speed in that car. And
Yeah.
today, they just never had it.
But I am going to ask, because I'm assuming y'all probably saw it, but how bad was his contact on pit road with AJ? Because that's when they really
When I
started.
saw the front of the car, I don't think it was that horrible.
I feel like that's when he lost everything, because he was still running around the top 10 before that.
And maybe it did mess the car up that bad, but what I saw when I watched it happen on the replays, it didn't look like it really destroyed the front of the car. It might have, hurt the front. Connor's watching it right there. I mean, what do you see there?
it looks like,
It don't look that bad though afterwards.
no, but it looked like Allmendinger tried to come into his box a little too soon, didn't it? Or did Blaney just not pull out far enough?
Blaney's spotter should have been telling somebody's crew chief should have been telling him, wait.
But no, that's like a light.
But I mean, you see right there.
His
there's
paint don't
not-
even look that
It
messed
doesn't
up.
look that bad.
Or his wrap. Sorry.
I can't see it messing where it messed the splitter, and maybe it did. We're looking at it on a computer screen. It just doesn't look that bad.
It does.
Well,
no.
But I mean, like I said, Logano sucked all day long, and
Yeah.
Blaney kind of fell back there with him.
They did say on the little fantasy thing, avoid Blaney.
Yeah, that was on there, but
Not been good here.
And
he
I
normally
did.
finds a way to get the speed though.
Yeah. But it seems like he struggled here particularly, so maybe
That's true. Maybe it's
something
just
he
the
still
track.
ain't figured out here. I don't know.
We won't find out nothing, next week, but
You got to give them credit though. They did change the jackman on this crew this week.
yeah, and they
Heard nothing bad about pit stops.
They showed the statistic on him. That was the best pit stops he's had, I guess, this year.
Yeah. So Penske finally.
We have a problem for 9 weeks. Let's rectify it.
Yeah.
Mexico.
Well, better late than never.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 9. There's 36 races during the year.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Better late
It's
than
not
never.
bad.
We're only like 2 wins short of where we should have been.
Kudos to them for doing something, though. Sometimes it's hard to kick people out. I mean, you've known them for a long time. You're with them,
It's got to happen.
but you got to have the best. You got to have the best in the business there for sure.
Well, we're talking about the pit crew problems. I think that pit crew got moved over to Hocevar today. Said he lost 28 spots in 3 stops. I mean, he was coming in around 6th or so consistently and coming out 10 to 15 to 18th. They were struggling really, really hard today for some reason.
Yeah, and I'd look up and see him. He'd be in top 5 or 6 or 7 there quite often, and then he wouldn't.
Where do you want to know?
I don't think that last restart panned out for him.
Wasn't that low. Where am I missing?
No, he was that low. That last restart.
13th.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Well, I think he restarted further back than that.
Yeah.
So that just, which it mixed. He might have took 4 and everybody else took 2 and all that, but still.
He didn't make the news this week with all his craziness and all that either. So
No, he just had a solid, strong run.
you're seeing a whole lot more of that out of him.
Good
I
stuff.
think you gotta
Good stuff.
once again enjoy his passion or whatever, because they said that he was so upset after the race that he was throwing stuff at the car. So I honestly think the last time I've heard of something like that is people talking about a young Kyle Busch when he finished second one race. He threw his helmet and he was so mad that he didn't win. I don't feel like I've heard anything kind of like that since then. So,
Anytime I hear about people throwing stuff, I think about Tony Stewart just
well,
launching that helmet.
yeah, that was a little bit of a
I
different.
know it was different. He
situation.
still chucked something at a car. Okay.
No, Hocevar's got a reason to be upset though. It's just like you work your butt off and you get to a good position and then you do it all over again. It's that Blaney syndrome, and then you do it again, and eventually it's going to get under your skin.
Well, like you say, they are getting consistently fast, and it's something, I forget who mentioned it this past week or I heard it, but there are flashes here now where maybe not as an overall team, or maybe as an overall team, but Spire is out-dueling Hendrick at points right now. I mean, you look, I don't know where. Suarez is running right there around Byron and Elliott, and them and Hocevar is not far behind Larson. I mean, they seem level right now.
Suarez finished one behind Hendrick driver Alex Bowman today, 19th. Alex Bowman finished 18th, so he's at least on par with one of them.
Yeah,
And Hocevar obviously finished.
not where he deserves. So.
No, but I mean above Bowman and
Yeah,
only.
I just thought
Yeah,
that
but,
was.
yeah, Byron and Elliott's finish aren't indicative of where they ran today either.
No, Byron didn't. He was
That's 4 tire.
he was running
in there.
top 10, I think.
No.
Elliott wasn't.
No, when I
Byron
looked
was.
at Byron, he was
15th, 18th back
Yeah.
there, yeah.
Every time I'd look up at the
And Elliott was right in front of him.
Yeah, no, Byron didn't have a good day at all until they got the 4 tires.
And
There's
last,
several people that got finished they really didn't earn today. They just played it smart at the end.
yeah, I just find that interesting, which Spire has that Hendrick affiliation and they're working close together. But Frank, you'd probably be the best to know the last time a non-Hendrick Chevy team was up there kind of level with Hendrick instead of being below them. Probably been a minute,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
but
Probably.
Spire has made it very clear that they do not have an issue spending money. They've been spending so much money the last 5 years to get that team developed, and I don't think they're slowing it down. And it's starting to show.
Yeah. I'll get that.
Dollars usually equate to speed.
You.
If you usually, yeah, put the right people in the right places.
Somebody made a point that he's talking about Toyota being so fast right now. And then you talk about who left Joe Gibbs and went to Spire and is in a lawsuit for information that they stole or whatever. Chris Gabehart. Spire starting to magically get a little bit faster. Is there
So you think he did?
correlation there, or is that just coincidence?
So you're asking if we think he stole intel?
Or if he just brought some stuff he knew, I guess.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, wouldn't you? If you
Yeah.
went to a different
I think
team, wouldn't
everybody
you?
would.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't you go, hey,
You don't even have to steal information. You were there. You know.
No,
that.
That's what I'm saying. I
Right.
mean, if you
Or you
saw
might
them,
have been part of the solution there to begin
Yeah.
with.
that's what I mean. So
That,
if you go
you
over
know,
there,
if I were in some of these teams' position, I'd be begging some of these guys that are smart to come over and help me out.
no kidding.
And I don't care that's Hendrick, anybody on down that's not cutting the mustard right now. Hey, let's put the right people in here and get something done.
Yeah.
You know, what's the definition of insanity?
Yep. So, I think there might be a little Chris Gabehart effect going on at Spire.
There's something good going on there for sure, because they have speed, and you can watch the races. You can tell who has speed in their cars, whose cars are doing the right things when they
Toyota.
need to do the right thing. Toyota for sure. Larson didn't have speed today per se.
No.
He just
No.
drove his butt off to stay where he was.
Yeah.
There were a couple other guys out there who were just up on the wheel doing the best. And honestly, I think if you go back to it, they didn't really show them on the racetrack a lot, but you got some other people back there like Austin Dillon and some of them that's probably outperforming their car right now.
For
And,
sure.
by no means am I an Austin Dillon fan, but
No.
he
But this,
managed to stay pretty much on the lead lap all day.
yeah. That kind of goes back to the thing I asked you last week of if people kind of underrate him because of his name and whatever, but
He's got-
dude's-
He's got 1,000,000 laps in now. He's still young enough he ought to be at the top of his game, whatever that is, whatever his level will ever be. He should be there right now, so
yeah. And he's
perform to the best of your abilities. at this point.
honestly, if I thinking back, I think he's pretty much top 20 every week. And comparing to his teammate, that's pretty good.
Well,
Yeah.
They showed his teammate come in one time and his tire was just flapping down the side of the
Yeah.
car. So
Oh, yeah,
obviously
that was-
something is not right with the car as well. But like I said during the race, it might even be too late. But he don't need to go out like Darrell Waltrip and some of the other ones, and I'm afraid that's already happening.
Yeah, I think that is happening. We've talked about this so much.
Yeah,
Should we-
I understand. But
How
it's big in the news
Should we
this week.
Yeah,
discuss
yeah, yeah.
the
Let's talk about the
situation?
fun part of it that we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
Denny Hamlin went on a good, I want to say it was about a 13-minute talk on him on his podcast, saying that he said a lot of stuff, and Kyle took it as bashing. As a Kyle fan, I don't think Denny ever bashed him.
No.
He said things that I wouldn't want to listen to and that aren't nice to hear, but that doesn't mean that they're wrong. The only thing that I can think that Kyle might have took as bashing, if that's the part he heard, because I don't think he heard the whole thing, is Denny said, we have him on the Mount Rushmore of drivers. If he's the greatest, or one of the greatest, then he should be outperforming his teammate, and that's not happening. If Austin Dillon's running 15th, Kyle Busch should be running 10th to 12th. But he's not. He's running 20-something. But he said that. He said Kyle's always been very hands-on. Maybe it's time for Kyle to let the guys, the engineers, do their job, and Kyle just tells them what he's feeling and not what he thinks they need to do to fix it. And all kinds of other things. But I think the part that I don't know if Kyle heard or a lot of other people, Denny, I can't quote it exactly because it's been a few days, but pretty much word for word, Denny said, I cannot hold his helmet when it comes to talent. And so, he was giving him credit. Like I said, he said he was on the Mount Rushmore of greatest drivers. And on TV today, apparently, he said that Kyle was the teammate that helped him the most out of any he's ever had, and the reason that he's so good at mile and a half now. So,
Yeah, Denny got stuck in a position from listening to him he didn't want to be in. He didn't want to have to
Yeah.
answer that question, but it's like, answer this. Okay, you're going to get a true answer. And that's what he gave.
yeah, I think you gotta respect him for not biting his tongue, even whenever it's something that might not be what he wants to discuss or say. He's gonna say it because he said that he owes the truth to the people that choose to tune in and listen. That's
And if Denny hangs around too long, he's looking at his future as well.
yeah.
That's right.
No matter where he is, even if he stays at Gibbs, he can't be 60 years old racing at Gibbs and getting, good finishes. He's got to be smart.
No.
A lot of drivers, they need to be smart enough to know when it's time to find a different path.
Yeah.
And one of them was not. And I think he's hurting himself for it. And I think he's hurting his image for it too. Because when you go out there and somebody asks you, which like you say, maybe he didn't hear all of it, but when you go out there and somebody says, hey, I think you're not what you used to be. I think you're great, but I think you just hadn't figured it out. Maybe it's time to adjust this or whatever. And your first comment is, well, I can make his life hell. Come on, dude. And everybody says, that's the old Kyle Busch talking. The old Kyle Busch didn't run 25th every week, okay? He had a reason to talk like that. Now, if you want to protect your image and stuff, you need to say stuff like, I don't agree with him and I think it's wrong, but I'm set out to prove him wrong, and I will. That's the answer you're looking for. But you're not going to give somebody hell when they come to lap you for the third time today. Come on, dude.
They say he tried.
Yeah, he tried for like 2 seconds, and then he blew past him.
It worked. It got Reddick to him
Still,
a little bit quicker.
I don't like that attitude, and I think he has totally the wrong attitude. I understand he's frustrated. Anybody would be. But I think he's honestly making, like I said last week, he's just making it worse for himself. He is mentally blocking himself off, I believe.
Yeah.
Just getting angry instead of thinking, well, what can I do better? It's like, well, I've been good all these years, so I should still be good. No, you're older now. It happens. You got to find a new way. It happens.
Well, the first thing he said was, what was it? I would tell Denny I'd love and be willing to trade cars with him any day, anywhere. And I'd love for him to show me that he can carry it better.
And I think he could. I think he could at least run with
what do you
Austin
think
Dillon.
would happen if that happened? If you swap cars with both of them, what do you think would be the end result? Go ahead, Austin. What do you think?
I think Kyle would be disappointed.
I think
I'm glad you said that because
Yeah.
I just think that's where we're at now, unfortunately. 5 years ago, 100% different. Not for me.
Yeah.
And the bad part is, man, he could go run some select truck races or run a series in trucks or run O'Reilly series or go play with his kids and have fun. I know the man's got to have stacks of money.
Oh,
Just go enjoy life at this point. I know he's not real old, but for racing, he's old anymore.
Yeah.
Go enjoy yourself, man. Quit kicking yourself in the butt every week and being mad at everybody. Go enjoy something.
I'm just wondering if he is good with money. Because just following him a little closer than most people, his situation looks bad. Because when I think it was when he was leaving Gibbs or right around that time, I mean, they sold the truck team. Apparently, he sold his house, he sold his property. If you've been looking on the internet the last 2 weeks, he's been selling these really nice old cars that he's got from the 50s and 60s. He got rid of his drinking company that he was doing, Rowdy Energy or whatever.
Yeah.
He's been selling a lot of stuff.
I can't speak to that. I don't know. I don't know that situation. I'm hoping that somebody that has done as well as he has was smart over the years and set themselves up for life they should have. But who
Yeah.
knows? That's not for us to know.
No. That's just something I've worried about, seeing how much stuff he's
And
selling.
there's a lot of people that have done very well over the years, and then, you know, when time quit, that money was coming in, they were broke because they didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I just think you got to know when to stop, you know? I think there's always a drive to do better and try to be better than what people think you can be, and I admire that, I do. But at the same time, right now, you were doing nothing to help your image at all or anything for, it's like I was saying earlier, the way that you respond to all this stuff is just, it's important. And I think he's just taking the wrong approach to a lot of this stuff. But that's just me.
I mean,
You hate to see it, you do, but
I can see this being in line with some other things that are going on right now in the sport too. You got you got teams right now that if they can't find a way to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, they need to consider what's going on. And Trackhouse falls under that.
no kidding.
I mean, they have went to crap. It's not like,
Zillage,
I mean, I know they got their deal at the road courses and all that and the street course and everything. They do wonderful when they go there, but man, as a whole team, their performance everywhere else is just falling
Yeah.
in a dumpster.
We talk about how Kyle was running, which was, he said there were brake issues for those that didn't hear. I don't know, but either way, there was a large portion of the race where Ross was behind him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole team was back there.
And Ross just won here, 2 years ago?
Yeah. And I don't think Ross has crossed that threshold where he don't have speed anymore.
Hats off to them, I guess.
I think Ross can still get the job done.
He showed you at Charlotte he can get the job done.
Yeah, just the cars aren't there for him. What's going on over there?
Maybe Ross and that team, maybe it's like Austin Dillon, you know, they get one track a year that he just completely just handles just awesomely. And that's
So to my knowledge, everything they got's Hendrick stuff, isn't it? And I know
I think
Hendrick
they
is
do
awful.
ECR motors.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
They're
They do.
between both of
Yeah,
them.
they got a little list.
I think they're leaning them a little more towards the Childers side right now.
If I was them at this point, I'd be looking at, do I need to start, running a Toyota or something? Because their performance is just on a steady decline. I mean, if your stocks were doing that, you'd pull out.
Yeah.
something's definitely going on with Chevy.
I mean, you got to remember Pitbull, I don't know what
Rapper.
genre he is, some music artist
He's a rapper, isn't
was a big,
he? Or R&B.
I don't know.
Oh,
He was a big funder in there, and he pulled out last year, I think.
Yeah.
So you're wondering if that
Yeah,
money went away?
Don't know their financial situation either, but I mean, if you can't afford to do it, that's tough.
Yeah.
But you hate to see those teams that that the drivers are there able to get something done and that you know, appear that it's just worse and worse and worse for them every week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. All right. So.
Back to today's race. What do you think about it as a whole? Clean and green till that much to go. Just a
Boring.
pinch. You think it was boring?
Nobody could pass, man.
You don't think so?
No.
There was some passing.
Yeah, like a little, but compared to a lot of the other races we've had this year, this was boring. I mean,
Well, let's be
I
objective
saw
though, just as
that
a
on
race, not comparing to.
I still think it was
Other
boring
races.
as a race. I mean, it was clean and that's awesome, but there was just no passing to be had. One car gets out front and they lead, and the other one can't catch up unless.
You see that? He kept going.
I'm watching it.
They threw the caution and he
Scrolling
just
across
kept
my
going.
feed.
He wasn't
He's
in nobody's
overanalyzing
way.
Cody's Ware spin again.
Yeah, Cody Ware spin. He spun. He just kept going. Caution.
If he kept going though, okay, we're switching to the.
I'm sorry. I just happened to see it on the screen. I apologize. Connor pulled it up the wrong
Yeah.
time. They just kind
I
of
was just scrolling. You know,
Okay.
this is my laptop. It's my little area.
I'll quit looking.
People are debating on whether that caution was true or should have happened. If he kept going, my only question is, why do you think Denny said that he thinks NASCAR should not have held it?
I'm not in Denny's head. I don't know the answer to that, honestly, but I don't think that should have been a caution. Not looking at it right now.
Well, he slides and spins at the bottom of the track where nobody's at, right? And even before he gets back going, he's already pretty much off the track where nobody's coming. So at that point, you got 2 laps left to go. Why not just let it keep running? I mean, you'd think he'd be smart enough to just sit in the grass for a while. That's not going to hurt nobody unless somebody just happens to slide off in that exact place and hit him.
Accelerating.
That's what I mean.
He was already accelerating right there.
But even if he just slid off and went into the grass or something, why wouldn't you just run the next 2 laps and just have him sitting there?
If he was sitting still, I'd say throw the caution, but he wasn't. He was moving. He was picking up speed.
I don't see why you throw the caution for a car
Because
sitting
if
still
somebody gets
in the
knocked
grass.
down into him, it's going to be terrible.
I reckon, but what are the odds? What are the odds?
It-
There's 2 laps left to go. Just freaking race, brother. Just race.
Happen.
Just race.
I've seen.
2 laps.
Christopher Bell could have came sliding through there.
I've seen things happen at dirt tracks that you just wouldn't have never imagined because they didn't throw a caution.
I would just let him
It was
run.
devastating.
Yeah. Well,
Way
thankfully
too soon.
for the journalists that we have in the sport right now, I genuinely believe that they will probably get us an interview with the people that were in the tower and made that decision, and we might get to hear their side of why they made that call. Whether we agree or not will be a different story, but hopefully we can at least hear that because they've already interviewed the people calling the cautions earlier this year.
Yeah, they're being a little more open about things. I'm sure they'll buck up and say what happened or what the reason was.
All right, so where were we?
I'm sorry, I meant
The race was
the race
boring.
in general. That
It was
Connor said was
boring.
boring. What did it sound like on the radio, Austin?
They made it sound decent.
I always enjoy a good hard race.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a
I think
hard
it was
race.
Where somebody's
more-
going as hard as they can, you don't get cautions. I just kind of enjoy that kind of thing. I know that's against the grain of most people, but
Well, I think it's this every week, no, but this every once
Right.
in a while, yes.
exactly.
I think it's good because you actually had the guys that were having good cars, fast cars up there at the front. The only way they were getting out of it is by screwing up themselves. And it wasn't everybody getting wrecked out and whatever. I mean, I think there was some passing. Corey Heim drove from the 20s up to the top 10 in stage 1, which I guess we need to talk about him. Who else?
Yes,
Christopher Bell. How about Bell? Did y'all see him when we went green? He immediately in the first couple laps dropped 8 spots to 19th and
He
finished
dropped.
the stage in the top 5.
Yeah, Briscoe dropped and didn't come back in the first stage. There were some people going backwards as well. There were a couple of guys, other Kozlowski came up a few times through the race. There might have not have been passed
Brad
for
wound
the
up
top
with a
3 or 4
6, and he
spots.
started back there in the.
Yeah, I don't think there was so much pass for the first 3 or 4 spots, and that's probably a whole lot of what you saw on television. But
Yeah.
That's what- well, that's
there,
the
there,
other
there
problem.
was some getting up on the wheel.
That's the other problem too, is the TV coverage. We've talked about this
Yeah.
forever, that Fox is just lacking so much in the TV department. in what they show. So it might not have been the bad race or boring race people that were there, but for me, when I watch it, I don't have to see a good battle for the lead every lap, but you know, one every now and then would be nice. But a lot of these races this season have been like that, where one car gets up there and they just drive away, and you don't catch them unless there's a pit stop or tires finally start to wear down after 30, 40 laps. And I just didn't see much, you know. I mean, there were cars like y'all talking about. There were cars that passed and stuff, but it just overall, it just seemed like there was nothing there.
I thought the tire stuff was cool too. With this is another one of those you choose when you're gonna come down, and you're gonna want to make up time on the front end, or you want to make it up on the back end. And are you gonna be able to make up the time on the back end if you give up too much on the front end? All that kind of playing out. Thought that was cool. Cause you saw somebody like a Hocevar. That first stage, they decided to split it dead even. We're going to run 40, pit, run another 40. And then the pit crew did what they do, and he came out 18th, and he still drove back up to somewhere around the top 10. So, I don't know. I enjoyed the strategy part of it. You want to talk about Hein, though?
Yeah, let's talk about
I kind of forgot about him because I think he wound up
future All-Star Heim if he gets
future
in the
Hall
right
of
car.
Famer.
If he gets in the right car.
I think he's already in the car. It's just,
Do you think he's in the car he was in today?
yeah, it's just going to be made full time at some point in the near future.
The funding will be there.
Whose place is he taking?
I don't think he has
Four-car team.
to take a place.
They can't have a 4-car team, can
They can have an open charter.
they? I guess there's.
And they showed last year that they can afford it because they had to run open during that whole situation for all 3 cars.
Yeah. No, I don't know their other financial situation, but we all know that Michael Jordan, if you've ever seen his financials, that
I think he can afford it.
yeah, he draws
He's
a
rich.
nice salary, probably better every week than we do in multiple years. So yeah,
Combined.
yeah, combined. Yeah, it's
Yeah, so
I can remember owning a business and making a heck of a lot of money one year, and then it don't compare. It's a joke comparatively. So yeah, he can afford to run open team. I do believe.
yeah.
And they couldn't do worse than putting him in full time. But do you think he should go ahead? They should go ahead and put Heim and try to find him a good O'Reilly's ride for a year.
No,
He don't need it, but do you think they should?
no, I think they need
Just
to
skip
go
it.
ahead and go full time next year. If they
Skip
can
it all
afford
together.
it.
Why?
I mean-
Why? Why not give him a shot at winning an O'Reilly's championship?
Because
So
you
he
don't
could be
need
a
it.
driver with all 3.
Why don't he need it?
And
For his legacy, do you don't think that he needs it?
For his Hall of Fame contention.
Yeah, I'm being serious here. Think about it.
well, I'm also
He's
thinking.
a very young
yeah.
man. Put him in there, see if he can win a championship one year. Now he's got a truck championship, and then he'll have an O'Reilly's championship. Then put him in Cup.
Also thinking about how they've made it very clear that trucks compare to these cars way more than O'Reilly cars do now.
Well, he's jumping around from series to series to series right now and doing very well in whatever he gets in. I don't think that's going to be an issue for him, but I think he needs to run a season
Couldn't hurt.
in the 19 car. I think that's exactly where he needs to be, in the 19 car, because that car's always got speed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me know that one.
Armadillo ran it and always had speed. That kid they got in there now, he's flying.
They need to put, well, don't need to, but I think the best he's gonna get, and O'Reilly would be, which I think he's drove one before, is one of those Sam Hunt cars, like Harrison Burton
Yeah.
or Dean Thomas.
We'll suck up your pride and put him in a 19 car. Let's see what the kid can do.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but
I mean, he's without personality to this point, but he can drive the wheels off a race car.
Well, why don't you put him in that full time next year? And then, I know y'all say Gibbs don't like him, but put him in Denny's car when Denny
But
retires.
no, I'm just saying, that is a Gibbs car. The 19 is a Gibbs
That's what
car.
I'm saying. So if
Yeah.
they could get together and get good in that series, why not just go ahead and throw him in Denny's
Yeah.
car when Denny retires?
That would be good, but it ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Austin's right. It's not gonna happen. But
You never know what might happen. Who might change their mind?
I think Ty's got it set in stone that he's not working with it. If I had to guess what the reality of the situation is.
I forgot. Nepotism wins.
And it may not just be that. It may be, I don't want him over here kicking my butt every week.
Yeah.
That would happen.
Well, the boy is, he's something special at this point.
I was expecting a little bit better, honestly. I think he wound up 17th or so.
Yeah.
I was expecting better because, like I said, he drove to the top 10 in stage 1. I don't know why they kind of fell back the rest of the race, but still, solid run. I mean, he's part-time, only made a few cup starts still.
Yeah, and you got to figure what's the team consist of.
The other 3 cars sparing time to work on that car.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's not like you got a team that's gelled with a driver that's worked together and all that. I mean, you got the hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Where'd Riley end up?
What? 14th.
Yeah, he actually had for him a stellar day. He got props on TV about running a good race.
Immediately started driving forward when they went green.
Yeah.
Good on you, bud.
Yeah.
I watched some of his racing that they did actually show on television though, and I was having a conversation with Connor about this. He doesn't make good decisions in a race car. That's his problem. He winds up putting himself in positions when he's passing people and doing things that you can tell that the racecraft just isn't there.
Yeah.
And I ain't beating up on the kid, but I mean, I've been watching racers for 2,000 years, it seems like. No, for a long time, but you can tell the racecraft, the decisions he makes on how to set himself up to make a pass or make a move on somebody just isn't there. Maybe it'll come, but right now it's not there.
You can agree with Kyle Busch on one thing then. That was another part of the interview that they talked about with him yesterday. They asked him about the Riley Hurts situation last week in their run-ins, and he said he just makes bonehead moves, and I'm not gonna take it.
I'll have to give him 100% on that one. You can see that there's more speed in the car than there is in the driver.
Oh, 100% for sure.
But still, today was an improvement. I'm curious if that was I got another guy in here. I actually got to go perform today, or I might look bad. Because you outran him at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. For one spot.
He did do that, but
30, right? Did I get 15?
If I had to hire one or the other, I know where my money's going.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I ain't got no brain.
Huh? You ain't got no brains?
No.
You'd still hire, huh? You wouldn't have to ask.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's see what else I got on them.
I was gonna hire Cletus McFarland for my team.
Huh?
I was gonna hire.
Yeah, you get the money, that's for sure. The money's coming with it.
That was right.
You think he can't draw a sponsor? I would
Draw a
imagine.
sponsor.
Hey.
BaldEagle.com was sponsored yesterday.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways, I want to give a quick shout out to RFK. I feel like we're consistently doing this at this point, but I mean, they earn it. They're up there every week.
Oh, Bad Brad up in 6th.
6th, 10th,
10th and 11th. So they're all right there.
Just every time, man, all 3 of them are right there together. You know they have
Which
the
is so
same
good. It's
quality.
consistency. That's a good thing.
We talk about all these teams always kind of having that weak link, whether, sorry, if it's a Bowman normally or Ty Gibbs for a long time or Austin Cindric. They always seem to have that guy, but RFK does not have that. These 3 are running steady together every single week. It don't matter where it is. You can, if you see one, the other 2 is going to be within 3 or 4 spots, it seems like.
yeah.
And so.
And they're just likable people too.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't ever hear nothing bad about Bush or Priest or Brad. They're cool dudes, you know. They raced Crown Vics with Cletus at Talladega.
Yeah.
Cool.
So another shout out to them. I just want to do that. And then.
It's like.
And the best Penske car of the day, just a shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
The best Hendrick car today, just a shocker.
Shocker.
Not really.
Nothing there. No news there, but yeah.
So let me have something. And I want to say something real quick. I want to say something. I've been seeing all this stuff, and you've said it so many times. I hear it in my dreams.
It's been.
Yes, I know.
It's been
forever since Kyle Larson won a race. But I'm just going to say, when you see Chevys in the top 5 and 10 in all these races, who is usually the one who's leading it all? It's Larson. I still blame most of it on the car. Or Hocevar. I will give it to Hocevar. But out of Hendrick, who do you consistently see being the best? Besides Chase Elliott's one lucky win at Martinsville a few weeks ago.
To the fire there. He's.
People hate on it, but I think it's a lot to do with this car that they've got to figure out still.
He's
So I give
Starting
it
to
to
sound like Kyle Busch.
He's the one
No.
pulling the wagon.
I'm a Kyle Larson fan.
My guy's
Well,
good,
he's the
but
fan I have dreams for. The driver I have dreams for is. He's up there.
Well, I wanted to mention just the Denny let at the end of stage 1 he let Todd Gilliland go by to get the lead lap back. I just feel like that's notable. I don't think that's happened in the last 80 years. I know that was a big thing back in the 80s, but I don't know. That was cool.
what'd you say it was? Race
Race
manipulation?
manipulation, yeah.
I bet he don't get fined for it.
No.
That's not something they did in the modern era, is it?
No, they really don't want nobody getting back on them. I mean, they want to keep everybody down they can anymore.
Well, what about you, Richard? What do you think? I'm asking Richard.
Oh, they gave everybody a free pass. That
You
didn't
raced
really-
back then?
Yeah, back then they just let them off. Let off.
They pull over and let them go, get it back on the lead lap. They didn't care. They were outrunning them anyhow.
It's the king. It's the king.
Yeah, so I just thought that was worth mentioning. But besides that, I don't have anything else for the cup race unless
Nah.
anybody has a clue how Bell got wrecked or
He hit the wall.
You had
he
the
was just driving it
you had the
hard.
4-tire cars and the 2-tire cars, and that's, you know what that's going to create.
was he the pinball in the pinball machine?
Yeah, pretty much from what I saw. It's just,
Alright, if anybody's got it.
Well,
what would you have done if you'd have been in the lead? You taking 4 or 2?
if I was in the lead,
In the top 5, let's say top 5. Well, first, second, third, fourth,
I
fifth,
thought
any
it
of
was
those positions. what would you
definitely
do?
a 4-tire call to begin with. But I think that these guys have learned after the
Oh, see, there it is.
no tire call winning at Bristol and at Phoenix last year, and just seems like every race now being won by the guy that doesn't take 4. And I think they were probably watching, I'm assuming all of this because I don't know the layout on pit road, but I think they probably saw the 6 and a couple other guys starting to take 2 tires, and they were like, all right, we got to take 2. We can't let them get ahead of us.
Trying to see. So what happened was Reddick was leading at the time, went up and made a little bit of contact with Bell's front fender. Reddick goes down into Denny, bumps him a tad, and then moves back up the track to where he hits Bell's rear quarter panel, sending him into the wall, and then back down to bump Denny.
So Reddick was just all over.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much. And then look at the speed that comes out of nowhere. Where does that come from?
What really happened was Reddick hit the nitrous button at the wrong time. And
He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it.
and he slid up into it. Let's go and get that.
Where does that come from?
That's
Where
the
did you
speed
get that
right there,
speed?
Jack. You hear me?
Where does it come from?
Them Toyotas are fast.
Need a minute.
They are
It's not
fast.
real. It doesn't. It's not natural.
They're
It's
flying.
okay.
If I was racing right now, I'd definitely be wanting a Toyota.
Yeah. I think it's Christopher Bell. I hear him all the swear every other interview I hear him. He's like, it's good to be a Toyota driver.
Yeah, no doubt. He's right. All right.
All right.
We're
O'Reilly.
He's the man still finished second though. You gotta be
Yeah.
happy with that.
Second
But I
one.
still have to hear, but he hasn't won, and so and so and so and so. When's the last time one of your drivers got the top? So, man,
Mine got
I
second.
want my guy to win, but he was what, 28th today or something?
Mine was
Yeah,
second
that's true.
from last.
Yeah, no, third from last.
ugh.
I guess depending on how you look at it.
Oh, okay. He wasn't last. You just don't. You can't be last. Anyhow,
All right.
then we'll move on to
Riley or Taylor or whatever race.
what a good call.
Yeah, you take this one.
Got tires at the right time and won the race. It's as simple as that. Did not have the best car. He didn't have the best day going. He didn't, boom, turn it back. There you go. Things just weren't in the cards for him to win the race, but they made the right call, right time, put the tires on when they needed to, and he was able to maintain the lead till the end. That's what put him there. That's what got him there, and that's what kept him there. Creed with about I don't know where he's at on second place finishes now. I like the little thing he sent me saying that he got to run 16 more before he gets another win. He didn't miss it by far yesterday. Creed was fast yesterday. I think he did have the fastest lap, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. That car looked real good, which is saying a whole lot because he's had speed since they changed manufacturers quite a bit. So I wouldn't go so far right at this point to say that Creed might not be one of the. Usually you have your top four that you say might be potential champions.
Yeah.
I think he's one of them right now. I'd say him, Allgaier, Love. And if I had to pick one more, it's tough between the rest of them. That Cruz kid is showing a whole lot. That joker right there, but he might be the next Zilich or.
I'll put the money down now. That's gonna be the guy in the 11 car in 2 years.
Yeah,
Jones.
That kid's got speed.
Yeah, Brandon Jones.
I was reading I was looking at the wrong Toyota thing.
That's the move to make.
Yeah.
Just look at him at Kansas. That tells you all you need to know.
The beeline.
They didn't have the greatest day. He had a few points of contact with people, but I didn't see anything out of him that went back to the old day. I know you were asking about that. Yeah, he had contact with a few people, but I don't think it was where it's the old day is the new day is the old day again. It just, I think he just
every day is a new day.
Yeah, every day's a new day. He
is a new day.
He wound up in the wrong spot at the wrong time somewhat yesterday, but he still came back and had a respectable finish after running really, really good early in the race.
Yeah.
But props to Gray, he got his win.
And let's talk about the biggest thing there was. I mean,
Carson Kvapil.
How do you start on the pole? We go green, you starting in first place, and before you can blink, you're upside down, sliding down the backstretch. How many times has that happened? Especially not at a plate track.
It certainly was spectacular.
He got turned, and who he got turned by just was kind of shocking, but he got turned.
Byron?
Yeah, Willie B turned him.
Oh, for
and
sure.
And then poor old Parker Retzloff was wrong place, wrong time. Having another good run up near the front, and then just ruined his day. So Byron's out there just trying to have fun, running in the O'Reilly series and ruins a couple people's day.
I could be completely remembering this wrong, but I feel like I remember they interviewed Retzloff and he said that he pushed Byron. I could be wrong. I might be making.
We're watching it right now. He did not push Byron.
No,
We're looking at it right now. He wasn't even behind Byron. He was.
They're coming out of turn. What's that turn to? I can't tell. Yeah, that's turn 2.
I just swear Retzloff thought he had a part in it, but maybe not.
If he did, he made up 10 car links in about a half a second.
Well, see, look at that. See, you get him coming off the corner there. You get Byron coming off the corner.
I say Byron went up.
I mean, yeah, it looks like he just went. Like he did not even try to go lower or anything. Just right into his corner panel there.
Yeah, I have to lay that one squarely on Byron's shoulders.
Hey,
they didn't want
to
on TV, but TV won't never give anybody blame for something hardly. So I know they're trying to keep from causing controversy. But I'd have to lay that one squarely on Byron. Everybody's going to make mistakes, and I think that was his.
Byron should have pulled that old Ricky line from Bristol to tell TJ Carlo.
Or it's the first
you know,
couple laps.
TJ's Carson's spotter, too.
Check up a little bit. I mean, you're in the first couple laps. Check up a little bit.
Yeah.
Look at that car. It looks so spectacular.
That's a bad wreck.
Yeah, but
because it not only went sideways, but it kind of went front over back and.
Well, I've never driven either one of these cars, but I tell you, when I see a cup car wreck, the first thing I'm thinking is like, that friggin' hurt. Like, that looks stiff as all get out, but this looks like it was not as bad as, I mean, I'm sure it was bad. I'm sure it friggin' hurt, but
I just
it
couldn't
looks
imagine
softer,
when you
like
just
you've got a
hanging
little bit
upside
more.
down in there.
Yeah, and he hung upside down for a while, but he got out looking good. All's good. He still might have a concussion or whatever, but
Yeah.
He has a little Ricky Bobby moment going on. Flying through the air, this is not good.
I will say though,
but nobody
looks
except
like
for
he's-
Risseloff got involved. That's just unreal.
yeah. It looks like, I mean, we didn't really get a huge sample size there, but it looks like Carson's getting the ship turned around with Rodney now, as far as performance again. Because we know he struggled pretty hard last year. But, yeah, that was rough. They said that was the 10th time in the O'Reilly series that the pole sitter finished last.
Yeah, we're watching from a real good view there. Risseloff was nowhere near involved in that.
Yeah. All right. Well, what about the other talk? Austin Hill versus Jesse Love.
Well, did you see Jesse's interview?
No.
He said he did it. He said it was on, that one was on him.
Or yeah. He said he probably did overkill.
Yeah, he squeezed him down too hard. That was all on him. He caused him to spin by taking all the air off of him. And actually, let's give it to Hill, because it wasn't like he was jumping up and down and feuding. And
Yeah, that's the first thing I was thinking when
his
they
demeanor's changed some. I'm glad to see that.
interviewed him. He was just like, I haven't seen a replay yet.
Yeah, he wasn't happy, but he didn't give one of them, pouty little kid interviews like we've seen him do in the past. He had good reason to be upset, but they both raced each other hard. I know you said you didn't catch everything, but as teammates, they over raced each other for several laps in a row right there. Man, just hook up and go together. Whoever's in front, leave it there and help each other advance.
They had Logano in the radio booth, and he told them his opinion was that they were racing his teammates way too hard. Jesse ran him down from way back, was clearly faster, and as a teammate, Hill should have let him go by and try to catch the next car, but instead, Jesse finally managed to get around, and then Hill still decided to do a crossover, and Jesse was like, I've had enough. So
You still don't take the air off side of your teammate's car.
Yeah.
No matter how mad you are, but whatever.
Well, what Junior
both
say?
of them went wrong because they both
Jesse
way
likes
over race teammates.
to race people the way he don't like to be raced.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's already got a cup ride. It don't matter.
yeah.
Right? Isn't that what he said?
He's made that
He
clear.
said it
I
himself.
think Kyle's warming it up for him. That was all I have from that race, though. Thought besides, I just curious. We probably had this talk at Richmond last year, but how does a driver just hit on something at one track like this? Brandon Jones, 3 Kansas wins, was on his way to make it 4, I think, before stuff kind of went wrong. But the Brandon Jones of Kansas and the Brandon Jones of every other racetrack are just 2 different people.
Yeah, that's true. But the last little bit of the race before they made the mistake in the pits, I'm not so sure Jones would have won the race. There were a couple other guys that got faster after the sun went down. Things had changed some. But yeah, I agree with you. He just, every once in a while you get a driver that clicks at a track, and it just suits their style, and the setup on the car is always good for them. And it's just as simple as that. But I don't know that he still would have won the race.
Yeah.
After the sun went down yesterday, he didn't have the dominance over the other cars that he did earlier in the race.
Yeah.
But I know that the crew's the one that let him down, but they're the ones that got him there too. They were the lights out, the fastest in the pits. They just let a tire get away at the wrong time, and it cost them significantly. But congratulations. I think from what I've seen, Tanner Gray's a pretty good kid, so not a bad thing, him out there winning races.
Taylor
Gray. I'll get him right. But Tanner, Taylor, they're all Grays.
Yeah.
One of them were Gray boys.
Yeah. The only other thing I want to go over for a minute is the ARCA race. I don't know how many people caught it.
Oh, poor Cletus.
Cletus, what do you say the Eagle was smoking?
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. Said he felt like Kyle Larson ripping around the top.
Yeah. But anyway, so he didn't wind up finishing, but he had a decent run going, I think.
Yeah, he was top
Yeah,
10, still on the lead lap. Looked like he was going to finish on the lead lap.
It just didn't pan out. Sucks. He was actually having a really good
And
day.
then old Squirrel McNutt got him 12th, I think.
That's awesome.
Only his third race.
That's just an awesome.
Yeah.
For a dude I don't think's never raced, so solid there.
You know, these days are good. You got so many different people in the ARCA series racing right now, trying to show who they are, what they can do, show their abilities. The bad part is you got some of them getting in cars that are significantly better and faster than the other ones, so it's not really showing their talent a lot of times.
Yeah.
I don't know where Cletus's cars are in relationship to the other cars as far as speed goes, but that's the only downside of the ARCA series is you've got the haves and have-nots for sure there. I mean, it's a way bigger, disparity in cars than there is in the other series.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's kind of hard to tell who's really the driver and how much is the car.
This kind of leads me to what I want to talk about. You are a truck driver, sometimes O'Reilly driver, who is asked to get in a Joe Gibbs ARCA car that appears to be faster than everybody else most of the time for some reason. It's a mystery. But still, you get in the car. By the way, every other series, Toyota, Brandon Jones was fast, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Reddick. Toyotas have all been fast at Kansas for some reason, but you get in a Toyota in the ARCA series, Rich's team, might have fastest car most of the time, and you still manage to fall back to what, third or fourth?
I think so.
And from all appearances, you're probably so embarrassed at how bad you're doing that you choose to wreck a lap car so you can get another shot.
Yeah. It happened, didn't it?
Oh, it happened.
There was a little bit of moving up and down the track, but there was plenty of room for him to make that pass at the closing rate of speed that he had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was almost, I'm sorry, but I had to do that kind of deal.
Yeah. I guess they said she made a good save.
Oh yeah, she did make a real good save. She got knocked down the track, got completely sideways, caught it sliding, and kept going. So that
Still got a top 10.
don't know much about her. I don't know how good the car she is in either, but I think it's a pretty good car.
Well, top 10 her first race.
Yeah, well, she was a lap down until I think Cletus's blow up put her back on the lead lap, didn't it?
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
But
thought
yeah,
that was,
not a bad finish for
No.
that.
no, probably time to put her in a Childress 33 at where like a Dover or something.
Oh, yeah. All-Star race?
You ain't gonna let it go, are you?
At the All-Star race?
But anyway, no, my main point is just that was embarrassing for Gio. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
it was.
Huge. Oh well.
Unfortunately, there seems to be a whole lot of that with maybe there's a lot of pressure on the Gibbs drivers in the ARCA cars. You either win or you're going to find, I don't know, but they seem to do a whole lot of things when things aren't going that way.
Yeah.
And say a lot of things that are unfounded and shouldn't be said. So it's kind of odd, but that's maybe they figure they can get away or do whatever they want to in the ARCA series.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who knows?
they definitely have the best equipment and cars there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it for the races this week. Unless y'all had anything else.
I'm good.
Move on to. Y'all got any news? Anything?
That's about it.
All right. I got one thing I want to talk about. I'm way behind on my shows. So, probably more that I ain't gotten to that I wish I could have mentioned right now. But for what I did get to, The president of NASCAR, Steve O'Donnell, went on Door Bumper Clear this past week.
Yeah,
And
that's interesting.
they're known for upsetting NASCAR and getting called to the hauler for talks and not really biting their tongue on their show. So, yeah, it was kind of interesting, but hey, with NASCAR being a little bit more open and these kind of things, I respect O'Donnell a lot for going on there. He doesn't have to. And if you got a chance, I'd say give it a listen. It was very enjoyable.
Mm.
It
was cool.
Yeah, I mean, you never know with these people, but all I will say is he is either a very, very good actor or the dude is actually just a decent, likable guy that loves the sport and is doing what he thinks or what he thinks is best to get it in the right direction. And I mean, off of the things he was saying, I don't mind him being the president. I'm happy with it because I wrote down some of the things that he talked about on there. He said that they themselves are not happy with everything and they're looking for improvements to the car. So he's honest about that. He said,
Had a couple ideas.
talking about changing stage lengths for fuel saving to try and fix that. He said,
Just their experiment with that.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. But he said on there, it's probably not going to work, but we understand that it was just a quick fix that we're trying until we can get to January and get everybody on the track and find something that really does work. And we just need people to work with us. We understand. He was like, I agree. It probably won't work, but it's the best thing we could try for now. And let's see. Working hard on improving. Oh, big thing. He said that he's gotten thrown out of the control tower at the races because he cannot stand them caution laps. And he said that he's on them like, guys, why are we not going back green? Come on, why aren't we racing? Let's go. He said that they've at this point kicked him out of the tower. He's not allowed to be in there. But he says they're working real hard on trying to shorten up caution laps, especially for the stages. And
But a lot of that's a TV deal, right?
yeah.
Okay, I mean, NASCAR really doesn't have control over that anymore.
No.
Which really stinks, but I guess if we want to be able to watch it, that's what we'll have to put up with.
Yeah. And he also said that if it was up to him, there would be way more practice.
Oh, I'd love that.
Well, that'd be awesome.
I think that would change the outcome of the race a lot of times.
Yeah.
I think that would directly change the finish of the race.
Oh, yeah.
If they allow people to practice and get their cars better.
Yeah.
There's certain drivers that it would benefit more than others.
Yeah.
Sure would be nice, though.
But yeah, just kind of those are all his main things that I remember him talking about. And I mean, you gotta like what he's saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong. He's being open, honest, genuine. And so I think the right guy's in charge. Seemed like it anyway. So I guess we'll just
He's
see.
talking the talk, right?
Yeah.
No, I just gotta walk the walk.
And they've done some of that.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of good.
In the middle of last year, you know, if you'd have had to grade NASCAR for where they were at on what they were doing, it would definitely be considerably lower than it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of things that.
Now they just, now they could maybe just do something like you said with if he could make it possible, shorten up the pit stops, get rid of the one lug wheels.
Yeah. Oh, buddy, you come on this show, we could have a long conversation. We could be here for hours.
Maybe give them a little more horsepower to some other tracks. They're just, everybody's got their own opinion where we need to go. Those are just some of mine.
I really want to see them just like they're doing with Talladega, just have a one-off race experiment with some of these things. Like, I understand that it's not in the chase, of course, and even it's a hard thing to do when you're going off of stuff like this full season thing and all that, but it'd be so cool to experiment every now and then with something. The All-Star race could be a really good testing ground for a few things.
Yeah.
Didn't they offer last year at the All-Star race to let them run whatever the heck they wanted to run?
Well, yeah, there was
and
that.
The teams turned it down.
Yeah.
That's what their side of it was. Denny seemed to disagree, so.
Maybe there's the truth somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Start it now. Heck, it's a ways. We got it several weeks or what, 2 months before the All-Star race.
Yeah.
I want to say
It's usually
it's
near the end of May, right?
that. I want to say that they had talked about that. So
Get
The
it
All-Star
going now.
race,
You know, within realistic
Within-
parameters.
3 weeks or 4 weeks. Sorry.
Is it 4
So
weeks?
Talladega will be next, then Texas, then Watkins Glen, then you got your All-Star race.
Okay.
It's going by fast. We're almost done with the Fox era. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm excited to
yeah,
go back.
we're
to
already a
Prime.
quarter of the way through the year.
Thank goodness. I'm ready to go back to Prime.
Already a quarter way through the year, and Reddick's got more wins than most people. Some people get in their whole
Yes.
lifetime.
I'm aware.
I just had to throw that
but-
in on you. I know how
I
that's.
say this. I know he's listening to fan opinions, so can we get this out there, please? That we've said it so many times on the show, but please, next year, even if it's just for speed weeks or something, consider doing a small race at Daytona or whatever, and get the teams to run Xfinity car or rally cars. Sorry, don't crucify me. Up horsepower running, please. I just want to see it just once.
Let's see,
I want to see what it looks like, please.
all our winners this year are what? Toyota.
Should have been a Toyota.
Should have been a Toyota. Yeah.
There was one.
Yeah.
There was a Ford win.
Yeah, that's the one that should have been a Toyota.
How does that should have been? That was a Blaney win.
Yeah, but remember Christopher Bell was faster than him that day.
Dominant.
That's right. Well, what about Elliott's win?
Elliott's win.
Well, that one was accidental too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were in front of him.
Yeah,
Didn't
Denny was fast, dominated that race.
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Yeah,
Seems
Toyota
to
should
be
won
a
every
theme here.
single race.
But I'd like to see him go on more shows and.
So
talk
if
about
your
things
favorite
that they
driver's
think
not
about.
in a Toyota, just
It
just wait.
hurts.
just wait. Things will turn around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you
go
said,
back and watch Xfinity because that's just
if
the
you're
opposite.
a Chevy fan,
Chevy.
We're all Chevy fans.
if you're a Ford fan,
I drive
Then you might as well be a Blaney fan or go home.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Or an RFK fan. It doesn't hurt to be an RFK fan.
yeah, they still don't have the speed that Blaney does. Week to week.
No, but still,
They're
could be a
working.
lot
From
worse.
where they were to where they are, buddy. That's night
It's
and
an
day.
improvement.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to see. A
Yeah.
team that actually, you got 2 teams right now that's actually done something that in the last few years, and that would be RFK and Spire. Nobody else across the board has just shined like that coming from where they were.
Yeah.
And that's a shame.
Yeah.
I'd like to see. You don't want everybody, you don't want everybody to be oranges or apples and everybody be exactly the same. You like to see some of these smaller teams that come in, do some good.
Yeah. Well.
But I'm very interested. I want to see him go on more shows. I don't know if he will, but it will be interesting if he gets on Junior's show. The Junior, him, and Mark Martin episode.
I think he already went on Junior's show before the year started.
Yeah.
Well, still, go on shows.
Come on.
Be on our show.
Come
You want to if you really want to reach the crowds at all, you start talking to younger people like us. Sorry, Frank. You're young, right?
here. That's hard.
But I'm serious. We could sit down and have some good. If you want to know what the true younger audience thinks, at least our true younger audience,
Yeah.
come on a show like this.
Real fans, not people in the sport.
He thinks I'm kidding, but we would have a whole 2-hour conversation on one lug wheels alone. I'd have to
Yeah.
get up and leave,
All right.
but I will do it
All right. Well,
Well,
just for you.
so
you're always welcome here. How about that?
yeah. You mentioned earlier about people not being able to usually sustain the speed. I guess in general, do you think Toyota's going to fall off in the second half of the year? Do you think Reddick's going to fall off in the second half of the year?
Yes.
I unfortunately, as I see it right now, I don't see anybody that's got anything. I think this is going to be a Toyota year period. Do I think that Chevrolet will catch up some, yeah, but I don't see them making up the ground that they gotta make up right now. It's just ridiculous, the difference.
And so with that,
The
I could
championship's between Reddick and Denny right now, already.
yeah.
I hope it's Denny. I want to see him get one.
Well, unless there's something wild happens. I hate to say that, but
Kyle Larson.
Huh?
Coming up.
Larson just don't have the speed, and it's not Larson's fault. He
Just let me believe.
I understand, and I hope it does change. I hope I'm 100% wrong, but as I see it, they got a lot to make up, and I don't see them doing anything drastic. And maybe they are.
No.
Maybe they're over there pushing the little buttons or twisting their little wrenches or whatever they're doing to make it happen. But so far, no good.
All right. So with that, I want to say that Denny might have the most wins in a year in the next gen car with 6. Or he might have tied with Larson. It's somewhere around 6 or
I think
7.
him and Shane tied, right? Because Shane had.
Shane had 5, I think. Anyway, it's somewhere around 6.
Yeah.
Reddick's already at 5. We still have 27 races. Where's Reddick gonna get to?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's a tough one because I would have never thought he'd get to where he is now. I would have thought it would have been more even across the board between them.
Before y'all say he's cheating, I'm gonna go ahead and remind you that he won at this Talladega race next week 2 years ago.
I just thought Gibbs would have had more wins this year because I thought they were the better team. Usually Bell's on fire the first of the year.
Not this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Of course, Gibbs he's got his win too. Denny, I would have expected to be kind of where he is, maybe another win.
Briscoe's been struggling.
Briscoe's been struggling, which has really surprised me because they were on fire the end of last year. You would have thought that would have just carried over. I thought they would have had a win by now for sure, if not two, with Toyota doing as good as it is.
I'm going. I think I can comfortably say Reddick's gonna get 8 wins, if not 9. I'm gonna say 8 or 9.
Connor's gonna have a stroke. You hear me?
Connor, I remember one time.
I don't want Toyota to win.
Upstairs. We'll keep it on the generation just to keep up with it.
I want to say it was just about 2 months ago. Connor said Tyler Reddick would not want to race this year.
Well, look how he looked last year. Why do you think I think he's cheating?
How do you go from
How
where
do you
you
go
were to
from-
where he is? I mean, yeah.
I
Like,
look at
it
him
is- it
winning the regular
cannot
season
just be
championship 2
skill.
years ago. It's
But
not,
it cannot just all be
But
yo.
not
I
by
just
being
flipped the
dominant.
switch.
He did it by consistency then.
Yeah, now he's
I
doing.
guess.
He was nobody last
That,
year.
and then
he
he
was
made
nowhere.
it to the Final Four. You got to think 23XI's only been around for 5 years, so they've still been building as a team. They're not old yet; they're still new, so they've probably improved. Reddick's been around a couple more years; he's probably improved. I mean,
Yeah, but he went from like nothing last year to all of a sudden dominating. It's just such a weird switch up that you don't ever see.
Yeah, because there was good parts of last year where Bubba had him beat hands down.
There was a lot of times last year. Bubba won a race last year. He didn't even. He
Yeah.
barely was
like
getting
we
top
talked about, he
5s or 10s.
thought his kid was gonna die for most of the year.
Wasn't that motivation
No, probably not.
though? I would
Probably
do it for
motivated
his
him
kid.
to get back home and not want to be at the track.
I guess,
But
but I
maybe
would
that's
want to
what
do
it
it
is.
for
Who
my
knows?
kid.
I don't know the answer to that, but
Whatever. So, all right, y'all want
So
to give
do
a
we-
number or not? I'm gonna say 8 or 9.
Maybe 6. I don't know. Maybe one more.
I hate to cut him short. I don't know.
You know what? He's going to win every race for the rest of the season. Because if I say that, he won't win anymore.
I see it being an 8-win race season for him. I hate to say it, but I see it.
I don't. I'm enjoying all the criers.
Oh, it don't burn me one way or
Yeah, I
the
don't
other.
care. I think it's funny.
I'm a Chevy man myself, but
I'm an American myself. Yeah.
yeah.
Ford and Chevy, brother.
What about Dodge?
I like Dodge too. Throw a couple
They ain't got
Hemis
a
in
win.
there.
They ain't got a win yet.
Want some Hemis in
They
there.
even got a top 5.
I don't know.
That thing got a Hemi.
Got more power, baby.
More power. It's gonna be there. We give it time. It'll be there.
Alright, well, I guess.
What else we got,
We're
Austin?
going to Talladega, so.
We won't
You're
be
going to
here
Talladega.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to
You
Talladega.
personally are going to Talladega.
Not
It's
we.
going
I
and
guess.
leaving us here.
The biggest track that
Biggest
NASCAR
and baddest.
has ever
Leave us
and
here
will
to
ever
watch it
run on.
television.
So how many cars are gonna get tore up in the big one there?
None, they won't have one.
They won't have one that's gonna get in line and put around at one
That's what's
87,
been the past couple
one
of years.
85.
Past couple of years.
Yeah,
they haven't had a big
Talladega
one.
hasn't even really had a.
Talladega
I
ain't
think the
Talladega.
last big one was 2 years ago, which
Put me
was
out there and see what happens.
the biggest of big.
Put me out there next to Ty Gibbs or something and then see what happens.
But if I remember right, the race there last year, the biggest wreck they had was like Kyle and Brad coming to pit road. It was like 3 cars.
Oh,
Anyway, are we even gonna make picks for that? Is it worth it?
Austin Cindric.
you gotta pick somebody.
Austin
Yeah,
Cindric.
I gotta pick them so when they win, I can tell you I told you so.
Alright.
Daniel Suarez and Brad Keselowski.
I'm gonna say
I have no rhyme or reason.
Tyler Reddick. Please, just make it happen.
Why do you want Reddick to win? What's so special
He
about
won this
Reddick?
race.
You realize you're gonna be there, right?
I was there at
You want to
Daytona
watch
and
I
LA.
know,
Reddick
that's what I'm
wins this
saying.
year?
I'm upset he's done went ahead and won 3 without me. I could have been.
I'm
which
upset
one
I
was
had to be there for 2 of them. Back to back. Start off my season crap.
Go ahead. You got Reddick.
Yeah, Reddick. I don't know. Why not Kyle? They're gonna turn it around. And let me think real hard about this. Riley Herbst in the biggest shock of,
All right.
Okay.
Good enough. Oh, you want something from me?
yeah.
Heck, if
Well,
we're
we
throwing
both
names,
did.
I'm gonna go Bowman, Dillon, and Stenhouse.
Which
Well, that was
Dylan?
actually not the
Which
best pick.
Dylan?
Yeah,
Oh, Austin Dillon.
not
Oh,
Tom
why not
Miller.
Ty? T Million,
Yeah.
sorry.
Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon, and Ricky Stenhouse.
Well,
And a shocker.
once upon a time, those 3 have all been known as pretty good plate racers.
There you go.
So,
I didn't pick them for no reason.
all right.
Huh? Y'all gonna be shocked next week when they're 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I will be too.
I'll be shocked when Kyle Larson wins next week.
Hey, he's been getting better at the
He's
plate
getting
track.
better. Has he
Yeah.
ever won it? He had never won a plate.
He's never
track.
won a
No.
plate track. He was going to at Atlanta. The other.
Up and he screwed himself there.
I know he did.
When he
I
turned
was
straight
there.
across
I
Shane.
was there.
I'm
I
reminded.
watched.
Yeah, he kind of
I watched it. I know.
threw the monkey
I was
in that
there.
ring.
But yeah, if my statistics are remembering right, I want to say up till recently he had only ever gotten 1 top 5 at a plate track.
I hate picking plate tracks.
But they're just so fun.
I don't like plates. I'd
I
rather just
really
eat
don't.
out of a
Honestly,
wrapper.
yeah, that's probably
I'd rather just
the
eat out
least
of a
favorite
wrapper
of all
than a plate.
race tracks of mine are plate tracks, except Atlanta. Atlanta, it's a whole different animal.
That's not.
That's more
plate tracks
racy.
anymore.
Yeah, it's more racy. But
Yeah, I probably agree
honestly,
with
to
you.
be honest, Talladega and
I don't think
Daytona are
you
just
can agree with that.
What's that?
That being the worst.
what?
Well, you hate boring races, so you probably gotta say the worst is like a road course somewhere. But I think
what
I
are you
honestly enjoy
saying? What's the worst?
plate
I'm
races.
just talking. See, my
No, they're
whole
not
thing
the
is
worst.
different, though.
I watched Coda. I watched the Roval. Okay, I've seen the worst races.
I like seeing people race. I've done enough racing and been around enough. I like seeing people on the wheel, having to work the wheel, having to work the brakes, and do all the technical things that go with running the race. And what did Martin say about Talladega and Daytona?
Anybody can drive.
Anybody can qualify. Now I understand the draft and getting in there in the side draft and then making your car move around, but that's just sitting there, with your hands here. It's
Yeah,
running
it's
wide
probably-
open the whole time. It's just, to me, that's not as entertaining.
It's probably at the bottom of my list.
If
too.
I had to go run a race, I wouldn't want to run that. I would want to run one where you really got to get down in the corner, be on the wheel, You can feel the car trying to slide up the track, you know, it's just not on my top list. And there's people's that it is. Everybody's got different views on what they like.
Yeah.
If they were running around there at 212.809, then I might have a different opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Then
anyway.
you do have to slow down in the corner.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It's happened before.
Well, I'm going to the biggest and baddest.
And I hope it turns out to be a great
Raceway
race.
there
I
is.
hope there's 475 passes throughout the day and everybody runs as hard as they can.
Yeah. We will see how the stage links alter the race, if at all. And Frank and Connor will bring you the thoughts afterwards, because I will not be back from there in time.
Lord help us if somebody has a problem with a one lug wheel next week.
Yeah. Frank, you
Frank's
got
not gonna be here.
I'm
It's just gonna be
just
me.
I'm just gonna get me a pillow and sit up there and just kick back and enjoy. Because Austin won't be here to slow him down.
Oh, I'm hoping. I'm praying at this point that somebody loses a wheel that's not Kyle Larson. If Reddick could lose a wheel, well, maybe not Reddick.
No, wouldn't it be cool if he lost a wheel coming down to turn 3 and still won the race or something like that?
Then you'd have a 4-hour show instead of a. Trust me, that would not be
What time is the race next week?
3 o'clock,
3?
I think.
Is it 3?
I think it's 3.
I didn't know the one today was
I'm
at
gonna
2.
get to sleep in at the hotel because they're an hour behind, so I won't have to get there till 4 our time.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself at the race next week.
Sorry, I mean I guess it's 3 our time, but it'll be 2 o'clock there.
Right.
Yeah, it starts at 3 for us.
Okay.
All right, well,
We might even come down here and turn the race on, do a podcast while the race is going on. You
Oh,
never
yeah,
know.
it'll be
We
up
might
there.
shake things up some next week.
yeah.
Do a little Frank Sinatra and do it. I do it my way.
I might wear a cape.
You can wear a cape.
I'm thinking about it, just something silly, something, maybe a cowboy hat too.
Yeah, we might just play around with it a little bit there. Like I say, there's a TV behind us. We can turn the race on. King can turn around, watch it with us.
I might snuggle Richard Petty for a while.
You never know what might happen, so don't be afraid to watch next week because things.
Wait till
might
you
get
see
out of
who's
hand.
sitting in the seat next to me next week. Richard Petty. It's just gonna be Richard Petty.
I think I got some old racing seats over there. We might even sit in them.
Heck yeah.
All right,
I like
Well,
the party.
they will see you next week.
Alright.
We will see you next week. Hopefully nobody. Are the trucks racing at Daytona next week? No, they
No,
don't.
Daytona.
At Daytona, yeah.
Daytona.
Are the trucks racing at Daytona?
You're in the wrong track, Frank.
Let me go
You're
try to
going
find
to
my
the
message.
wrong
At
side.
Talladega.
Wondering, I think they are, but I could
Next,
be wrong.
no,
I thought they were off for 3.
They're off next week. They don't race again
Yeah,
until
I was
Texas.
gonna say, I was thinking they were off for 2 or 3 weeks.
All right.
Because they can put on an exciting race at those big tracks.
We can.
Them
Yeah.
boys right there, they get after it now. They'll be pushing and shoving and sliding and slipping.
Okay.
And, yeah, they put on a heck of a show.
All right then.
Like, share, comment, all the above.
Yes, please.
Don't forget to tell me where Superman's hometown is. What's it called in Kansas? It's a Kansas trivia question.
Tell me how many wins Tyler Reddick's gonna get this year.
Tell me why the Atlanta Braves are going to win the World Series this year. Haven't lost the series yet this year. Just want to throw
Tell
that
me what
out
we
there.
got to do to get Trackhouse back on track this year. I
Yeah,
got this.
get Trackhouse
They hurt me every
out
week.
of the house and back to the
Yeah,
track.
no kidding. They killing me.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a fan when they're down, but you got to do it.
Hard to be a fan.
Well, it's not as hard for me to be a fan as for you to be a fan.
Yeah,
But it's getting harder
I'll
week
give
by
you
week.
some advice.
Kind of
if
a
you
cow-
need
Oh,
it.
you gonna give me a pep talk?
Lord.
3 years in.
Yeah, well. All right.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll
Goodbye.
see you.